Hello there, welcome to another night of Bridge Builders News. As you can see, this news is done just a slight bit differently because, I'm in a mirror, there's a man in a horse mask there, there's a dog on my lap, he's feigning interest but he's not really interested. But now a little bit about Wabab.
So tonight was our last Wabab of the year. Tyler, would you like to explain why?
I can do that. Now, this was our last Wabab of the year because it's December, and as you know, Wabab is the first Monday of every month, December's last month of the year, blah blah blah. So, this was our last Wabab for the year. You won't be able to sign up for another session after this, but if you do still want to become a member in the meantime, you're going to just have to talk about that, because if you want to go to an event that you might miss at the end of this, such as our upcoming tin rattle or some other fun things we might do, you might miss out if you're not a member. So if you want to really do one of those and you've missed Wabab, feel free to talk to Susan or someone like that, someone with a nice authoritative power and can tell you what to do and know what you need to do. Talk to them about Wabab, but other than that, our next Wabab session won't be until next year. So until next year, you'll miss out. So here I am once again to talk about our raffle. Now, I'm sure you all know a lot about our raffle and really love our raffle. Now, there's only 12 days left to buy a ticket from this here book. You see this here book? Here's our raffle book. Now, if you do want to buy a ticket, $5 a ticket, $45 for the book, you get the last ticket free. It's all very nice and day. But again, I will stress there is only 12 days left. So if you want one, you better get one soon. So, as you can hear that, thanks for the rundown of our raffles. Now the rundown of our 5-cent campaign. As I'm sure a lot of you know, all the goal is to raise 1 million 5-cent coins. And with that, $50,000 for Bridge Builders. Nice, simple way to do it. And the way you do that is go talk to Naomi, who's going and sitting in the office currently distracting me, and ask her for a bucket. Now what you want to do with the bucket is you get the bucket, you see this here, you put the money in there. Couldn't be simpler. So, what's your excuse? You don't have one. Go over, ask for a bucket now, get it done.
For those of you who didn't realise, the end of the year is coming up, which also means BB will be stopping. Disappointing, I know, but don't worry, it'll start up again next year, and seeming as it's around Christmas time, we do get a Christmas breakup, which is in 2 weeks from now. Remember to get it to Bridge Builders before 6:30, and to bring $20 to cover the food and equipment prices. We hope to see you there, don't we, Tyler?
Yes.
Thank you, Tyler from off-screen.
With the end of the year fast approaching, that also means that our current series is coming to a close. Don't forget that all of our assets are available on YouTube for you to rewatch at your own leisure.
Well, this brings this week's news to a close. Join us for something else next week.
Something indeed. But for now, it's good night for me.
And it's good night from him. Good night. Welcome.
Your own. Go over to the office, talk to Naomi. You'll probably be able to find her around somewhere if she's not hiding anywhere. But talk to a bucket. Talk to us.
How do you feel, Tyler?
I feel shattered. I feel shattered.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, you want? Yeah, go on. Start a recording. Throw it at me, and then stop it. It's not started. You just.
Oh no! You cannot blame anyone for that apart from yourself.
That was Naomi that threw that.
I can't see. All I see is darkness. This entire time.
A look behind the scenes.
That's what you wanted to say.
No, don't step.
It's not the worst idea.
It's really.
What do you see, buddy?
The inevitable heat death of the universe has arrived.
He can see it.
Yeah, dogs have a sixth sense.
They sense the inevitable death of the universe.
Yeah.
That all of our assets are available on YouTube for you to rewatch at your own leisure.
Hell yeah! I'm sorry.
Evan, we're talking about skills and opportunities tonight. So last week or 2 weeks ago, Georgia shared about I am statements. And for me, as I was looking at talking about skills and opportunities with young people, I realised that it relates really well to those I am statements. And I know for me, the last 2 weeks were really big on concentrating on what I put in front of my I am, or what I put together with that. And I think knowing that you are worthy is such a massive issue for young people, and I really noted that as I was preparing for tonight, because when it comes to your skills and opportunities, I think that most of us struggle because we don't see the value in our skills, or we don't believe that we're actually worthy of an opportunity. So tonight what I wanted to do is help you to understand how to grow your skills and how to say yes to opportunities. We're going to do a bit of a brainstorm together, so I'm going to talk to you and give you some definitions of what skills and opportunities are, and then we're actually going to do a bit of a brainstorming session about what that means to you. So make sure you get involved and actually add value and participate in the group when we do that. So the definition of a skill...
That's a definite skill.
That is a great skill. And it is the ability to do something well. Just as Cass said very well.
That was the best thing I've ever heard.
So what is it that you guys do well?
Read.
Read. Yep.
Draw.
Annoy people. I would agree with that one. That's a good one.
Writing stories.
Writing stories. Yep. Eat. Yep.
You could be good at sport.
Up the back. You can. Sorry. Yes. We've had that one. Good stuff. Any more? Another one up the back.
I could be lazy.
Yes.
I'm really good at taking naps. Oh, good.
Taking naps. I'm actually quite good at taking naps myself. That is a skill of mine.
I'm good at not sleeping.
Awesome. All right, guys. An opportunity. So here is the definition of an opportunity. A time or set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. So when it comes to opportunity, what is it that stops you from saying yes?
The fear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Feeling that you're not pressure.
Being judged. Yep.
You're not good enough.
Yeah.
The possibility of a bad outcome.
Mm.
Peer pressure.
Yep.
Getting told no.
Rejection.
Sometimes the scale of opportunity is common, like if it's such a huge opportunity, it can be really
Daunting.
Definitely. Yep. Thank you. Yep. Yes.
social stigma.
Yeah. It's a good one.
There's a wallet.
Anyone else? What? Let's really dig deep here. What stops you from saying yes?
Yourself.
Yeah. Definitely.
Staying in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Family situations,
Yep.
laziness,
Yes, it can be. Definitely. Yep.
Not having the right motivation.
Definitely.
Social isolation, that one.
Yep.
Lack of support.
Lack of support. That's a big one. Yep.
Lack of finance.
Definitely.
Past experiences.
Yep. Got one over there. Yep.
Or it's like not being prepared to take on the opportunity.
Definitely. Yep. A lack of resources or a lack of skills there. Yep.
Feeling alone.
Yeah, definitely. That comes back to support and family and things like that. Definitely. Thanks, guys. So, the next question I want to ask you, and I really want you to think before you raise your hand for this one. What is it that you would do if you knew you couldn't fail? Try again. Awesome.
explore the universe.
Explore the universe. I like that one.
Think about what's the point of doing it if you're just going to succeed without having to try.
So what is it that you would do if you knew you couldn't fail?
Fly.
Fly.
Anything you wanted.
Yeah, definitely.
Explore the possibilities.
Cool. I like this.
Read every book ever written.
Nice. Yep.
And just keep going and never give up.
Definitely. Awesome.
Go into stocks.
Cool. We got one up the back here. Yep.
I chased my dream.
Good. Awesome.
Gardening.
Nice. Sometimes gardening can be a bit of an overwhelming opportunity because it might not work. Well done. Good. Yeah, definitely.
Understand what time
Okay. Cool.
Some people might give up on life because what's the point of trying something if you know you have interesting?
Yeah. So if they knew they couldn't fail, maybe they'd try a little bit more.
Yeah, or they could just give up on trying everything because they don't see a point anymore.
Quantized gravity.
Yes. What is that?
It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Undiscovered quantum gravity.
Great. Well, you won't fail, so that's going to be really good. Thank you. All right, we've got time for one more. Anyone else want to share what they would do? Someone who hasn't already shared if they knew they couldn't fail.
Prove the Earth is flat.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, guys. Some of you have definitely come up with some amazing dreams, and for all of you in the room, there's definitely some things that we need to overcome in order to believe that we can actually achieve those things. When Thomas Edison set out to create the first light bulb, he had a set of skills, but he wasn't perfect. In fact, he failed over 1,000 times. When I read about his journey, he said this: "I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb took 1,000 steps." I didn't fail 1,000 times. It took 1,000 steps. I thought that was awesome when I read that. And yet, many of us feel that we have to be perfect at something to be any good. In everything that you are good at, you will always find someone who is better than you. Someone will always be smarter, faster, or better at something than you are. But that's no reason to give up, and it doesn't take away your worth. How your skills improve directly relates to how much you practice. Who remembers how hard it used to be to tie up your shoelace? Yeah? Remember when you wanted to give up? You got one loop and you nearly got the next one, and then your shoes were in a knot and you were like, I'm getting Velcro, this is not working. Do you guys remember that moment?
I remember that moment.
And yet, for most of you now, you are tying your shoelaces without even thinking about it. It's second nature, isn't it? The problem is we want to be perfect, and we want it now. How many of you have learnt a musical instrument? Right. It takes time and practice to get good at it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How many of you have given up on a musical instrument because it's too hard? Many of them. I'd like to invite Tamsin to come up now, and she's actually going to talk to us a little bit about an instrument that she's been learning.
Hey, Tamsin!
So Tamsin, would you like to share with the group what inspired you and what sort of led you to learn the guitar?
No worries. So it was like grade 3, and my best friend Brooke, some of you might know her, she kept getting taken out of class, and I was like, what is this? Like, why am I in here trying to learn maths and you keep getting taken out? And she's like, oh, I'm doing guitar lessons. I was like, that's not fair. So of course I went home and I asked Mum, and she sighed so hard, and she's like, you already make enough noise. And I was like, all right, whatever. Wasn't really taking that for an answer. So I asked Dad. He said yes.
Around the authorities.
Yeah, so I went on the computer in the back room and I went on eBay and I was like, oh yeah, flute guitar, and I put that in, and I earned myself money because Dad wasn't just going to buy it for me. I had to
Awesome.
create that for myself, so I mowed lawns and washed windows and stuff. Then I made my whole $20 to get this really bad guitar. And it comes in the mail, and I was so stoked, and it was like this big, and it was so bad, but I loved it. Yeah, so I took on the classes, and I met this guy Tim, and he was really patient with me and taught me just about everything he knew, and yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Awesome. And do you ever forget a chord or struggle with it sometimes? Do you
Yeah, so year 7, it was so the first semester was not guitar, and then the second semester was. So the first 6 months of year 7, my guitar sort of went up in the top of my cupboard and didn't really come back down. So I forgot everything. Everything. So second semester came around, I was like, right, I'm back in music. I want to actually know how to do something and bring something to the class, so I re-taught myself everything. And there was this lady, her name was Megan, some of you might know her, and she was so patient, and she again taught me everything she knew, and gave me that sort of confidence to do that, and told me to like go perform in front of an assembly and stuff like that. So I did, and she made me learn chords that I never thought I'd be able to play, and now that's something that I can take away and use every day, and yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome, that's so good. And for you, what's the biggest reward in being able to play an instrument?
I reckon it's just like, it's really fun and also like to be surrounded by people that think like you and can just connect on that same level is something really special and something that I'll always be thankful for. So,
awesome. Yeah. Who wants to hear Tamsin play?
Yeah. Nice cushion.
Yeah, perfect. I got one.
So like I write some songs. Like I don't sing. Don't get too excited. But I sort of just like write little tunes and stuff, and I'm sort of like the only one that knows what's going on in the song, other than like who I say, like what's happening in it, and I think that's really cool because it's sort of like my own little thing, and yeah, no one else knows what's going on. But so I have fun trying to figure out what it's about because you'll never figure out except Keely knows, so whatever. Let me do another one. Yeah. Does anyone like Ed Sheeran? Yeah. Alright, whatever. Too bad you put up with it.
I have the guitar.
One more. This one's kind of hard, but it's still kind of nice. So forgive me if I stuff it up. I'll just keep them short as well because this one kind of goes for a while. Oops, babe. Sorry.
Well done, Tamsin. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Nice try!
Tamsin has spent hours and hours perfecting her skill, and tonight we just gave her the opportunity not just to play in front of you, but on our live stream to all the people who are watching. So that was fantastic. Well done, Tamsin. I remember a few years ago when I was looking for a new job, and I noticed at the time most of the jobs, back then we looked in the local paper, were for a welder. But I had no idea how to weld. So I decided that I would actually do a short course and I would learn how to weld. While I was working full time, I saved up the money to pay for the course, and I spent 6 weeks at TAFE after doing my hours of my full-time job, and I learned how to weld. Not long after that, I actually managed to find myself a job. And it actually did take a fair bit of time and effort of pushing and telling people that I've got my certificate, I actually know how to weld, because most people didn't believe that a girl would know how to weld. I understood that sometimes opportunity isn't there until you make it your number one priority. And this is a lot like other opportunities in my life. They were not handed to me. It wasn't easy for me, and things weren't just given or came naturally. I worked hard, really hard. For a lot of you, you've just finished your exams. Some of you have just finished school altogether. And some of you are struggling with the fact that this year is coming to an end and you feel as though nothing has changed for you and you still don't know what you want out of life. Your opportunity might seem impossible or too far away. And for some of you, it seems like you'll never get the job you want or a license or have the things you dream of or be free from the things that hold you back. None of these things will just appear. Opportunity doesn't just happen because you wish it, or because you get lucky, or because things are just given to you. It comes because you've worked towards it and you've had the courage to try something new. Who has heard when one door closes, another one opens? But sometimes it takes ages for the next one to open, doesn't it? So what do you do while you sit there in the corridor waiting for the next door to open?
Crack open a window.
Crack open a window. You seize every opportunity. At Bridge Builders, we are always giving opportunity to young people. We have this culture of pick me and I'm in. I remember my first event with Bridge Builders was a weekend at Bendigo. We set up some skate ramps for a school fete. And I sat in this very room having a really crap week. And Phil said, I need a couple of volunteers to come away to Bendigo this weekend and volunteer for this event. I didn't want to be at home that weekend, so I was like, okay, I'm going to go along. I volunteered, I put my hand up, and I went for an opportunity. And because of that, it was only a couple of months later that I actually went and did the first Huck and Hold. And the first Huck and Hold was done in 2012, I believe, and it was the first time we had ever done an event like that, and it was one of the most influential parts of my journey with Bridge Builders. But that all stemmed from that one weekend where I put my hand up and I said yes to an opportunity. And since then, I've done so many more events with Bridge Builders. I've grown in my skills, I've learnt new opportunities, and things have come my way. And all of this is available for all of you as well. What I want you to think about is this. If you never ask, the answer will always be no. If you never volunteer, you might not get offered. And if you never share your dreams with someone, no one's going to help you to get there. So tonight, guys, as you go into PAX, I want you to brainstorm with your group on how you can grow your skills, how you can step out of your comfort zone and say yes to opportunities. If you guys only remember one thing from tonight, I want you to walk away understanding that all of you have amazing opportunity in front of you. But you can't just sit there claiming others have it easy. You can't just wish for things to be easy and to not grow your own skills. Because nothing's going to happen. Understand that if you work hard and you say yes to every opportunity, great things will come. But you have to work really hard for it, guys. You have to have patience. You have to take the time and put the effort in and practice. I didn't work really hard to be where I am today and have things just handed to me. I really did work for all of the opportunities. And you guys are going to need to do the same thing. And remember, guys, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity. Thank you.